Good morning. It is February the 27th. Can you believe the month is almost gone? Time to kick off another trading day in the face of a lot of news and Powell's testimony in front of Congress, which is today and Thursday. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have over or undercompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Well, what a day of news we're going to have. Yesterday, the stock market went higher and higher and higher and higher, eventually I think getting up to 27.87 or 88. Just nice orderly buying, regular setbacks, 30-point plus day. No news to drive the trading, no explanation. It just happened. And treasuries didn't really suffer all that much given the strength in the stock market. The news is very limited overnight. Asian stock markets are off. Europe stock markets are mixed, and the Emini was off 7 points when I last looked. Today is Powell's testimony. First time in front of Congress today and again on Thursday. He has never voted against the group in his 6 years as a Fed governor. He's a big one for transparency, Fed guidance. And if you followed the Fed's governor's speeches here over the last couple of 3 weeks since he's been in, they're all saying policy is the same, no changes, the economy is strong enough to support interest rate increases, the 3 that we have forecast for this year, with the first one expected in March. He didn't say that, but the first one is expected in March, the second one in June, and then the third one probably in December. There have been a couple of Fed governors that have come out and said, we're not automatically raising interest rates. The data will have to support that. Tight labor market. Inflation is under control. They hope to get it a little bit higher. Economy is strong and appears to be getting stronger. So my guess is that Powell's testimony will be a non-event. You never know, though. So that would be the number one news item up today. Number 2 is going to be durable orders, minus 2%. X transportation plus 0.3. That's the one they will focus on. And core capital goods plus 0.5%. International trade minus 71 point something B. 71.3. Retail inventories, wholesale inventories plus 0.2, plus 3. Case-Shiller plus 0.6. That'll probably come in as expected, maybe a little higher. FHFA housing price index plus 0.5, probably as forecast, maybe even higher. Consumer confidence, the second big one, 126.4, could come in higher than forecast. And Richmond Fed at 16. So Powell's testimony is number 1. Number 2, durable orders, X transportation. Number 3, consumer confidence, and then perhaps the direction of the E-mini. 23.27 sell 1. 31.03 sell 2. On the buy side, I like to get it done 17 to 13, but support is at 20, so 17 to 21. Buy 1. $9 to $13, buy 2. Do have news to get through. It will impact the trading. Like to get the buying done as close to 16 as possible. morning when I was doing my analysis, I was listening to Stan Getz play a song than Pharoah Sanders, and you couldn't get farther away than two different tenor saxophone players than that. Pharoah Sanders scares a lot of people because he can literally make the horn shriek, but he can also back it off quite a ways. But it was pretty interesting to hear the different interpretations of the same songs by two masters of their craft. Okay, resistance 44 to 04 is where it starts. Sell 7 to 11. 15 to 19, sell 2. On the support side there, 22, 26, number 1. First buy will make 16 to 20. Second buy will make 5 to 9. We do have news. You will have to trade with stops today. We can't guarantee what Powell is going to say. And in the question Q&A session, as where the market is vulnerable to news spikes then too after he's read his prepared statement. That piece that I put up there by Kenny Barron and Stan Getz is a classic, and it's a Brazilian song, I believe, and it's up tempo. And Kenny Barron's solos actually are better than Stan Getz's on that particular album, in my not so humble opinion. Okay, we have a B in gold. We did sell yesterday. You can see that volume is just the same. It's pointed lower, so we'll go with 30.32. It's got the same news problems in gold. Gold is probably a better indicator these days of fundamentals than treasuries are. Buy 2, 25 to 27. Buy 1, 30 to 32. On the sell side, London stopped at 35.80, so 35.37, sell 1. And 39.41, sell 2. And I'm not a big fan of country western, but my daughter told me to listen to Chris Stapleton, and he's actually pretty good. The reason I don't particularly care for country music is that, especially pop country music, is that the chord structure is the same. It gets old quickly, and every song sounds the same. If you like jazz, you like variety, you like to hear stuff played different ways by different interpretations, and that's why I don't like country music. That's why most rock and roll is not very interesting either. The blues I like, but blues, it's a pretty powerful set of chords and keys. That can get old too. You wonder why you get tired of listening to the blues. It's because it's a very, very strong musical statement chord-wise. Okay, the euro, we got a seller at 50 to 60, maybe 60 to 70, and we've had a buyer against 123, and so 123, 123.09, buy one, where we were yesterday. We do have a B right now, leaning B anyway, and then 22.75 for buy 2. On the sell side, 50 to 60, sell 1. 75.85, sell 2. Don't see much happening there, but Powell could change the whole game. Crude oil, strong yesterday, closed strong, and it gave some of that up in the overnight session. The rally was caused by Libya caught the headlines, but the rally was caused that Saudi Arabia said they were only producing 7 million barrels a day for January, February, and I believe March, if memory serves me correctly. So we're where we were yesterday, 64, 64 and a quarter, and last night sell one, 64.50, 75. So our sell last night, if you took the signals, you had to get busy in Globex. 63.50, 63 and a quarter, buy one. We got a B. We ought to be able to get down there, and then maybe stops below 63, 62.75, 63. We'll have the APIs tonight, which usually dampens the buying and the selling. Not always. And the Emini. You know, I remember trend days were just unbelievable money makers if you played them the right way. And everybody, when we went to Pete's schools and classes, oh, come on, how do you get these trend days? You know, how do you, we know how to trade them. How do we forecast them? And you can't forecast them. They just start. And a lot of times they're pretty orderly. They just keep moving directionally. They keep moving. Yesterday we didn't do a lot of volume, and it kept moving up, moving up, moving up. And late yesterday afternoon on that last update, we said, long as 2770 holds, you want to be long. That's kind of where we were interested in re-engaging the market to see if we could extend the range, and by golly, we did. We took out that 2775 and traded up to 2785 plus. Right now we've got a B, and we'll do a little London split there to show it to you, but we're finding buyers at 75, and here we are at 80. So they make you pay up getting in, so we'll make 71, 76, buy one. Sometimes it's a not so big dollar, right? Yeah, I don't know. The dollar is a tough read. I don't trust the shorts in the dollar because of the interest rate differential. Buy two, 61 to 66. On the sell side, 84, 89, sell one. 94, 99, sell two. The resistance is really, really far apart. The 90 to 96, 2800 to 2806, 84 to 87 over the top. Below 72, 75 is support, 66 to 70, 60 to 63. So because the spill, the move down was pretty quick, resistance, the distance between rotational highs, chart highs, bar highs, etc., high volume and low volume numbers, is farther apart as we trade higher up here. Actually makes for better trading from the long side if you think about it. So we got Powell's testimony. We have durable orders ex transportation. We have consumer confidence at 126.4. That's the news focus with Powell's testimony taking precedence as we get started early this morning. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. Going to get busy on that. Back with you as soon as possible. Good morning, 10. Hope everything is well wherever it is that you call home. Later.